Hi again, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here with part two. We're talking about guns and aggression and evil and the death. But ultimately, we're talking about liberation. Guns, my friend, though we talked about it the other day, representative of that which man wants to force on others. It also makes it possible to defend against aggression. Makes it possible to defend against evil in such instances. For instance, the one against the mother country, against the colonies. Guns allow the evil. This is when guns returned evil. Guns represented evil. Guns, tools of evil. When they were directed against the natives, caused the persecution and the annihilation of the native people of this land. Also the evil, when it was pointed at forced slavery. Guns, again, evil, aggression, and civil war. Wherever much evil abides, there are guns. America is built on the evils supported by the guns. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, black folks, white folks, young folks, old folks, nationalized citizens. Listen, America is built on the evils supported by these guns. You're talking about getting rid of guns. Why you can't get rid of guns? This nation was built with the power behind the guns. Before she will give up the guns, she would have to give up the evils for which they are protecting. Before Americans will be willing to give up the guns, she must be willing to give up the evils for which those guns are protecting. The people are willing. Majority of them are. But the system is not. The Congress, my friends, the United States Congress is protecting the system that allows for, in spite of all the economic powers of the nation and many of its citizens, it allows for the pain and suffering, the poverty, the crime, and the violence. Pain and violence, which is incomprehensible. Yet, it is a constant. It is wrong. It is evil. And the people may rise against this evil at some point. And to protect this system, political leadership, and I say political leadership, is held by those that will protect the system. Always remember this. You can get into an organization, you get all kind of posts. But the one in the leadership position, you bet your last money they're a little bit different than you. And those are the ones that you can count on to support the system. And what system is that? You, the one you all upset with right now. By those that will protect the system, as the Republicans are doing. Now, everybody knows that the Republicans is protecting the system right out. They're doing everything they can to make sure the system, not what we're talking about progressiveness, not what you the people want, design, and praying for and hoping for, and what you put these leaders to go into office to do. No, they got that. As much as they can give you without really messing with the system, they'll do. But when it comes down to the bottom line, it's the system. Why do you think the people said Donald Trump was guilty 2 or 3 times? But the power, where the power was, the Republicans, where about? In the Senate. Would they convict him? No, they would not. They sent him back to work. So, they are protecting the system. And how do they do that? They do that by a closed eye. A closed eye is given to the dangers faced by abuse of the gun. So all the things that the gun is causing, all the problems that we're talking about, whether it's on a Saturday night, whether it's gang banging, whether it's in domestic disputes or murder of innocent church worshipers or shoppers or concert goers or schools, whether they're primary, secondary, in universities, or even whether on military bases or police stations. Guns are a sign of a commitment to an evil way of life or the prevention thereof. Now, if the situation surrounding guns find the people progressive, satisfying, then guns serve as a prevention. Yet, where the people are exercising the lack of standard life, where the people are enduring pain and suffering, the guns exist to support the evils, the lies, the hatred, the racism, the bigotry, and all of that. So if you want to know why Americans won't get rid of their guns, these are the reasons. America is filled with evil, and evil needs guns, and they're not thinking about becoming righteous. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the message that I've been sharing with you for 40 years. This is the message that I want you to understand, that if you're looking to live in these bodies and these times, you're going to have to make a change. You're going to have to stop believing in evil and start believing in life. You're going to have to start empowering life and burying the evils that have condemned you to this hell. Glorify righteousness by doing those things that produces laughter and smiles and houses and food and clothing and education and health care and all that exists by the hands of man, available to each and every citizen in this country if they so desire it. And owe no man nothing, because every last one of them are engaged in the process in that position that gives them their greatest joy in doing. And where they lack anything that qualifies them to be the best that they can be, it is open to them and it costs them nothing. In other words, our working, our commitment to our careers entitle us to laugh and call the world ours. And thank God for giving us the opportunity to be owing no man nothing but our love. Hey, baby, I know I've been born again, because this stuff is so sweet. And I'm asking it to you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I said born again. I didn't say I was perfect. I guarantee you I'm probably one of the most imperfect people I know. I don't know about you. But it's all right, because you know what? I love you. And I'm not out to cause you pain. If you would ask anybody who I'm causing the most pain, it's probably the person you think that I should love the most, and that is my wife. And it's probably so. See, my wife is like I used to be. I believed in God. I didn't know God. God hadn't given me a miracle. God hadn't called me into his service. And so, like you, all you want to do is to be able to take it day by day and bring some home so you can have a measure of life. You just want to be able to pay your bills and have a little extra so you can do this and do that. That's what you want to do, and everybody wants to do that. Me too. But the problem of it is that what God has shown me is that all the way that we do things right here, because of the negativeness, it is an indication that we are choosing the wrong path. Nothing wrong with the stuff that happens except you're choosing the wrong path. You're in debt, you overwork, you're never satisfied, all of that is because you're on the wrong path. The path to life brings peace and prosperity and freedom and joy and fulfillment of dreams. Your needs, your wants, and your desires met without lying, cheating, stealing, and killing. Hey, baby, I'm telling you the way of life. And all you got to do is stop believing in what you believed in. Think that there's a better way. Hope that there's a better way. And allow that to be real in your life. And that will cause that spirit of God's love to be in you and cause a manifestation through you, so that others will know the God that we've been talking about by what you do. What do? You're making sure that people are not abused. You're making sure that people are not being exploited. You're making sure that people get the graces of life. Hey, buddy, God ain't going to be mad with you for that. Devil will, evil will, and evil will use those guns to shut you down. Remember, that's what the guns are for. And when you talk to them and other nations get rid of their guns, at least they're trying to be better. But when those who keep those guns, they're the ones that will get you. So don't be thinking about that giving it up until you determine yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, that you, really have made a change, because it is the change that is fantastic, not wondering. Until next time, I want to thank you so very much for giving me this your opportunity to experience part 2. Until next time, bye-bye.